Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Rhypi here. Hope that revving at the engine at the very beginning was not hurtful for your ears. Someone deciding to rev it too much of their vehicle, and funny thing is, it was some minivan slash SUV that was doing that sound. I was pulling a trailer. I'm just like, okay, why so much? I hope everyone is having a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where we are in the world. Currently, it is 6:24 a.m. my time. And, yeah. And we'll see how things go today. I don't know for sure how the traffic's gonna look and stuff like that. I am driving a little bit sooner, but only by so much because me and my mom had to stop by gas this morning, and then on our way to be almost at work, we had to stop because they was picking up a kid from the buses, and that's okay. I don't mind being behind schedule because of that. It lets me know that they're going to be safe on the bus. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just thinking about a lot of things, chilling about different things, and just vibing in some sense. Just flexing as best we can before our school day officially starts. And you'll hear me stretching because I'm trying to wake up. Still, that's one of those mornings that was hard for me to get up. Even though I'm not the elders, the people who feel like they are elders will say that I'm a young person still. For me, it's like I have things that I feel like I need to stretch more, or make sure that I'm doing other things, because if I just am just doing one thing, sometimes it makes me feel bored. That's why I'm a little nervous for today, because it is testing for the district wide. So I'm not quite sure in term for some if it's gonna be the case that we're able to do different things depending on what's going on. Assemblies. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and stuff like that. And I'm guessing that someone left a like and then left too soon, so the like didn't count. One of the two. Hello, the girl. How are you doing? If you have a username that you usually want people to know, let me know so I can make sure that I say it by your username if your ad is not accurate. How are you doing today? Yep. Yeah. And that's one cool thing about around the world is that we're able to see different time zones and stuff like that depending on where we are. And you never know what helps us out, because sometimes those of us who's like, yeah, it's right, that sometimes look at someone else's stream, it's like, oh, it's not right over there yet, and vice versa. Sometimes people want to see the cloudy skies instead of it being where it's still nighttime in some sense. So yeah, everyone has their unique thing that they want to see. I'm heading to my work today, and I'm from the U.S., Texas. Nice meeting you as well. See you the next time I see you. Did it rain over here last night? Interesting. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, depending on what's going on in our parts of the world. And we're just trying to relax while driving. That way, when I get to the snow, I can just turn it off and start getting ready for my day. Excuse me on the burp, because right now I'm drinking soda to help me stay awake. Because I know a lot of people use coffee, a lot of people use tea. Me, I use sodas to help me stay awake. So, apologies for the burps. But yeah, for those of you that haven't heard the reason in a while, or that you're new to my channel, as far as hearing it, that my dad, who's no longer with us, one of the things that I always had to worry about while I was growing up is the fact that he can't have any kind of coffee near him because he was allergic to the smell of it, and because he was allergic to the smell, he never wanted to try it either. But it was at one point he used to be able to handle the smell. Then my nana used to brew too much coffee in their house at one point when she was still trying to be a secretary, and it just did not agree to my dad after a year or two. Because if I remember right, he said at some point it just became an allergy, so why he tried to go out when he could, when he knew that she was making coffee for people if it was not a school day, or try to leave early if it's a school day and whatnot. I remember my dad telling me about that. So it's like for us, like for example, if I go to a store that has grounds that can be pressed in the store, if it happened to recently, when we go near it, my dad has to skip the aisle because the smell of the coffee gets to him. So it's one of those interesting things, to say the least. And that's why, why I'm able to say that allergies is not just what you're born with, because sometimes it becomes apparent later. Much you had when you was a younger kid, that when you're older, sometimes you build a tolerance to it. And sometimes it's a case that you don't build a tolerance, or you build the opposite, and what makes the allergies happen in the first place.